Kia ora. My name's Alison Herft and I run SBC's Consumer Decision Making program. Members tell us that shifting consumer expectations is one of the biggest issues they face. This work program aims to help members in this area by providing insights and resources to help you keep up with consumer trends and align your sustainability aims with consumer behaviours. We want to look at the underlying system of consumption in New Zealand. What are its boundaries? What are the main actors? And where can changes be made? We want to bring together leaders, frontline staff and advocates for smarter and healthier consumption behaviours in New Zealand. There's a global trend helping organisations play a part in changing consumption patterns, and this trend is the increasing alignment between brand story and sustainability. Brand leaders are becoming increasingly aware of how an organisation's behaviour and communications affect its connection with consumers, and there's growing awareness that sustainability is a market differentiator. Our support for members started with amplifying important consumer research, such as why people do or don't trust different types of organisations and what it means to have a good reputation. We've run workshops on how to align brand story and sustainability. A recent piece of work was the Good Life 2.0 New Zealand playbook, which we developed in partnership with Colmar Brunton. The US version that was done by the World Business Council for Sustainable Development was based on the question, can marketers sell a better world? And we've been inspired by this and done a different version based on the New Zealand market. This people-centred blueprint can help members check if their brand exists in the reality that New Zealanders live in. It can help provide a wider lens on consumers that New Zealand companies are looking for, and it can help businesses wrap their sustainability messaging and activity around what people really care about. Developing this playbook showed us that experiences are stronger status symbols of living a good life than material goods, and that New Zealanders are highly nuanced in what the good life looks like. It also showed us that good life moments occur for New Zealanders more often in quieter times when we're alone than in higher energy moments when we're with others. So we'll continue to engage members in this work through in-house workshops, and we'll also do some webinars, and we're developing case studies on where it's being applied, whether that's as part of a brand refresh or as a reality check on the consumers you're designing your strategies around. And this is all connected with what's happening globally with brand transformation. So I was really fortunate to go to Sustainable Brands Conference in Detroit this year and hear business leaders talk about how impacts can be made because brands are a unique vehicle to connect systems and stories, and you can collaborate on both systems design and the stories that we tell. So leaders such as Valerie Hernando Press from Danone talked about how it's a new citizen paradigm, where the distinction between B2B and B2C is increasingly looking outmoded and false. Julia Channing from Allbirds talked about how they connect science and art based on a design philosophy with sustainability at its core, and that develops a better product for customers. There's a really big focus on positioning sustainability through a health lens, both personal health and planetary health. By communicating to diverse audiences such as sports people and kids, such as what NFL champ Ovi Migueli is doing, that's pulling people into sustainability rather than pushing it onto them in different ways. And this global activity to change consumption impacts affects activity here in New Zealand and vice versa. So it was really inspiring to talk to Chep and L'Oreal, whose New Zealand counterparts are both members of SBC, about what they're doing on product design, engaging customers, and using data to transform impacts across their value chain. So all of this helps us connect the dots about what actions, ideas, and resources can lead to a system of consumption that has less negative impacts to New Zealand, and it gives us insight into how different people, teams, and sectors can work together to bring about the systems change. So this is what we do across all SBC work. Develop a common understanding of the system we're trying to change, identify the people that we can bring together to shift the dial, prioritise the goals, and make sure we're managing outcomes so that we can stay focused. So key to this will be to keep connecting SBC members with global and local leaders in the area of consumer insights, behaviour change, and the ever-growing alignment between sustainability and brand. We'll be starting a series of web chats so we can more easily talk with people, global and local leaders here and overseas about challenges and approaches. We'll also have some webinars on New Zealand's consumption footprint and talking to experts about emissions impact, food, land use, buildings, waste streams, and discuss what organisations can do to reduce their own impacts, as well as their customers' and suppliers' impacts. Early next year, we'll hold a webinar on trust and reputation. They're different things, but often talked about in the same vein. But we need to talk with you all about what are the latest insights, how are the concepts different, how are they measured, what do you need to know, what's in it for you to know the difference, and what are different organisations doing to get a good reputation and to be trusted. I'm also talking with the team who are rolling out the Brands for Good campaign, which is a global campaign, to see how SBC members can engage. There's a really good opportunity in here to get some amazing resources and connect with people globally through this campaign. It wants to bring together brands, agencies, citizens and influencers to work on making sustainable living easier and more rewarding. So all of this is part of how we as a team work together to help members embed sustainability across the business. We're currently co-designing networking events for early 2020 that will bring leaders and teams from different parts of your business to work together on shared goals. And for my final 20 seconds, I'd just like to invite you all, keep talking with me about what you need with your customers, your clients and suppliers, and what we can do to help make this happen. Keep talking with me about your ideas, plans and stories, and this will all be part of us bringing others along with us. Thank you.